Spoiler warning. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aiden, from Star vs. the Forces of Evil Ideas, and today I'm here to talk about not one of my theories, but someone else's theories. The name is Bonnell Butterfly Cipher, and they've come up with this theory and left a comment, and I decided, hey, I like that theory a lot, and I'm going to talk about it. So, just to clarify, I did not come up with this theory, someone else did, and all their credit and stuff goes to them. But I'll be giving my opinion, and there are a couple things in here that I don't agree with, and I'll be saying why I don't agree with it. But without further ado, let's talk about it. Okay, so I'm just going to refer to them as Cypher, just because that's the easiest thing to go off of. So, Cypher says, I think they both have feelings for each other at this point, but as both have recently come out of a breakup, they will not get together soon. So what Cypher is saying is that they think that Marco and Kelly like each other, but they won't get together because they've both come out of breakups, right? And then Cypher says Marco will probably act upon his feelings and ask her out, but she will probably reject him, and thus Marco's situation will get worse and worse every time until he eventually becomes evil and Monster Arm returns, because I mean, come on, foreshadowing. So what they're saying here is that Marco will just because he wants to, I guess, he'll decide to ask out Kelly, but Kelly will say no because she just broke up with Tad. I don't know. I think that Kelly will say no because Marco, I think she knows that Marco likes Star, and she will just say no because it won't be a true relationship. And then, moving on, Cypher says that Marco's situation will get worse, as in his feelings will become overwhelming until the Monster Arm, if you remember from season 1, the Monster Arm, the evil thing, the Monster Arm says that it'll come back. It'll always be there with Marco.
You'll never get rid of me! I'm part of you now!
You can treat the symptoms, but you'll never cure the virus!
So that's why I feel like this theory is actually accountable. Cypher also says that, the fact that Marco is in a horrible situation now, after, Jackie breaking up with him, Cypher says that the creators of the show wouldn't just break up Marco and Jackie, right? For nothing. And that's why Cypher thinks that Marco and Kelly might get together or something. But that's not why I think the creators broke them up. I think they broke them up because Marco was going to go to Muni. Right? That was their whole plan for season 3, is Marco going to Muni, which I think is a great idea because it flips the whole idea of exchange student for Star in the first 2 seasons. So I think that the next 2 seasons, season 3 and season 4, will take place in Muni. And then also Cypher says that the second half of season 3 will probably focus more on Butterfly's family past, which we see with Monster Arm, which we learn a lot about Miss Heinous, and we learn a lot about Eclipsa in the Monster Bash, because we learn that Miss Heinous is part of Star Butterfly's family. And in season 4, Cypher says that we'll be back to shipping and seeing Marco and Kelly, or Marco and Star, and all that. And they also say that in season 4 we'll see Marco becoming a villain, which is interesting because I don't think that they would do that actually. I think that, yeah, sure, it's a cool idea, but Marco becoming a villain just isn't the show. I feel like that wouldn't get its approval, because people like to see Marco and Star working together. And with my theories in the past, with their soul bonds, I don't think that they would do that if that theory was true, just because if they're soul bonded, then they would become evil. That's not saying that I'm disproving this whole theory at all. I think if this theory happens, then it'll be part of either 1 or 2 episodes. It'll either be a 22-minute episode or an 11-minute episode where Marco gets evil and the Monster Arm comes back or something. So that's just my thoughts on this theory. But as you can see, this theory I really enjoyed enough to make a video on it. So if you guys want to have your theories possibly made into videos, leave comments down below, because I read all of your comments. And on the same video that this comment was left on, which was the Will Kelly and Marco become together, some guy said that he first said that the Goblin Dog line and the season 3 intro, he said that I forgot to leave those in, or I didn't talk about it. And the season 3 intro, I was actually gonna include that, but I forgot to. If you didn't know, last episode was actually scripted, and I didn't care for the way it turned out. This video is not scripted, so tell me if you like the scripted or not. I don't know. I didn't like last episode's scriptedness. It didn't sound real to me. It didn't sound like my opinions. It sounded like I was just reading something off. So, yeah. Don't forget to leave comments down below. I read all your comments at the moment, because there's not very many comments. So, yeah. And don't forget to like if you like. You know, it motivates me to upload all the time.